Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. In this video, I will explain about how to write JUnit test cases for Spring Boot application by using Mockito. Mockito is one of testing framework. Few other testing frameworks are also there. JUnit is a root testing framework. Based on that JUnit root testing framework, few of the other testing frameworks are there like EasyMock, PowerMock, HDP Unit, Mockito, etc. In this video, technology used Mockito for testing framework, data JPA for to connecting with database. This is Spring Boot application. I will explain about Mockito in diagram. One image. See, this is the student service, right? This is student service. Inside student service, auto-write student repository. It is a one field in student repository. So one save method is there. So I will write JUnit test cases for by using Mockito. This save student. So I am writing JUnit test cases for this student service. Here one student repository is there. Student repository I will need to mock. So mock means proxy or dummy or fake object. If I will mock this student repository, then it will not call database. Like if we are calling service, then service will call student repository will call student entity will call database, right? If we are using mock object, then it will not call student repository directly. It will call just fake object or proxy object or dummy object. See, I am now writing JUnit test cases for this student service. It will not affect student repository, student entity, and database. Just it will affect only student service. This class JUnit test cases meant for individual files. If you want to test any individual service functionality, then JUnit test cases are usable. So I will develop one student app and I will show how to write JUnit test cases by using Mockito. So let's get started. I'm creating one Spring Boot application. New Spring Starter project. Student app, name given, group name, package same, build type Maven, Java version 17, packaging jar, language Java. Next, I'm selecting Spring Data JPA, Oracle driver, Lombok, Spring Boot version using 3.3.2. Next and finish. Once this application created, so I will add few properties in application.properties file. First, I will change Java version. It is pointing to 16, right? Right click, build path, configure build path, remove, add library, JRE system library, select this alternative JRE, JDK, finish, apply and close. Yeah, then go to resources, add few properties to connect with database. If you are getting this error, ignore, no issues. Spring dot data source dot driver class name, Oracle dot JDBC dot Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot here some suggestion is there, Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. Select this one. Spring dot data source dot URL JDBC colon Oracle colon thin is a JDBC fourth driver, thin driver I am choosing at the rate of local host colon port number, Oracle running on 1521 port number. So global name ORCL. I will show ORCL. Auto check global name. So open SQL Plus or SQL Developer GUI. Scott Tiger select star from global underscore name. See ORCL. Take 4 letters either in capital letters, capital or small. This is the global name. So after that, Spring dot data source dot username. Username is called Spring dot data source dot password. Password is tiger. These are database configuration properties. These are database configuration properties. If I need later, I will add JPA properties as well. If required, then I will add. So create one entity class. Create one entity repository. In entity repository, create one student class. Entity student. Finish. So this is the student class. Here, few fields here. Few fields here. Long ID. I will add ID manually. I will not use any auto generate. I will not generate ID field. I will add manually. Private string name. Private string branch. Private boolean is male. If it is male, true. If it is not male, false. So every entity or every database table on every entity, one primary key is mandatory. So use at ID. At ID. So use entity. This is entity called remember package import jagatta.persistent.id. Next, we need getters and setters. Lomba added right. Getter, setter. If you want to read about ID, specify the primary key of an entity. See, specify the primary key of an entity. Every entity, this is the entity class. Every entity, one primary key is must. Remember this point. Saving. Now I am creating one repository. New. Now interface. Mention like package repo student repository extends interface JPA repository. Finish. So here T type is student ID long, primary key is long, right? I will show. This is entity type student ID primary key type long. Control C2 for imports. Control S. If you want to use at repository, but it is optional. If you want, you can use it is optional. This is repository ready. Then add on service, new class, package name, form.in.service, student service, finish. At service, this is service class, right? Private student repository, student repo, we are taking student repo, okay. Student repo, auto void. So we need to call the save method. Go to this interface, student repo, that's where save method is there. JPA repository, right? Go to inside JPA repository. So here outline, these are the methods. Save one plus is there, but we need save method, it is not there. Then go to list code repository. It is also interface. These are the save all, find all methods are there. Again, go to code repository. Code repository also interface. See, we need the save method. It is there in code repository, right? So we need where extend JPA repository. Or if you are using to only save few of the methods, then you can use code repository as well. Okay. So next, create one method public string save student control C2 for imports student repo dot save method. Save method is there in code repository. Pass the student semicolon it will return student saved student equal to the student report dot save student, right? Return. So return, I'm just printing the ID. So student saved successfully. Saved student dot get ID. So I am returning only ID semicolon. Service class also ready. I will add one runner. First I will check in runner. This is working or not. If it is working, then I can write Junit test cases dot runner student runner. So interface add command line runner, insert command line runner. One method is there, run method. See, this is the run method. Add component service repository controller. These are the create object for those classes, right? Private student student service student service. Take full name as a reference variable. First letter is small, remaining same. Auto wide student service dot save student. It is expecting student, right? Student equal to new student. Control Shift O for imports. Then student dot set ID. So I am giving 1000 L. L means long. Student dot set branch. I am giving CSC. Next, student dot set name. Name I am giving Shankar. Student dot set email as true. So this student object pass here. It will return string as response. Like we will get student saved successfully. sy system.out.println response. So let's check here. Is there any table is there like student table in our SQL plus like Oracle? Select star from student. The table are you does not exist. No tables are there. Control S. Go to starter class. Run this Spring Boot application. So we are added database configuration properties to connect with the database. We are added one entity class annotated at entity to map with database. Our Java class map with database. We are getting error. Let me check what is happening here. So we are getting the error. I'm checking how to resolve this. Null pointer exception. So something error is there. Let me check properties. First go to the entity, getter setter class, everything is fine. Let's check the student. student is fine. Must go to the student repository auto wide service. This is the file. Must go to the runner component. This is the, yeah, this is everything fine. Go to application dot properties. Go to application dot properties file. Let's verify the oracle dot jdbc dot driver dot oracle driver. This is the right jdbc colon oracle colon thin colon at localhost. Here localhost spelling wrong. So let's rerun. Run a Java application. If you are any mistakes are there, then you can recheck. So it is starting the Spring Boot application. See, we are getting the table or U does not exist error. So that means we are missed. Actually, this table is not there. So we have the entity. We are saying instructions. This is the one table. Student is a table. Long ID is a primary key. Right? We are passing these instructions. But we are not mentioned. This table is already available in table or not. We are not mentioned anywhere. Then add JPA properties like spring dot JPA dot spring dot JPA dot Hibernate DDL auto. See what it's saying. The DDL mode. This is actually a shortcut for the Hibernate property. So by using this will create the tables. By using this Hibernate DDL auto, it will create the tables. See, create the schema and destroy previous data. See, create and then destroy the schema end of the section. Update the schema if necessary. Schema is nothing but database tables. So if we are using, if table is already there, it will update. If table is not there, it will create JPA properties, JPA configuration, JPA configuration properties. While using data JPA, this is mandatory, this key is mandatory, these fields are mandatory. Go to in student class, entity is mandatory, ID is mandatory. This entity annotation, it will say like student is a database table. If we are mentioning entity, that means this class is a database table. If you are mentioning at ID, it is a database primary key column. So if table is already available in database, then it is not required. If table is not there in database, then we need to use Hibernate DDL auto. That means if table is not available, it will create table in database. If it is available, it will update the data. So let's run our application. Let's verify it is working or not. So running this Spring Boot application. If it is once working, then we will create JN test cases. So student saved successfully. Student ID 1000. Let's check. Select star from student. See here, this is student record. If you want like more readable kind of, set pages, set lines. Select star from student. See, ID is 1000, branch CSA, email. Email we are passing true. True means in Oracle 1, false means 0. Name, Shankar. Remember this. Okay, next. So student saved successfully, right? Then add one Junit test case. So let's go to add Junit test cases. Create another package, class dot service student. This is student service. We are now decided to write Junit test cases for student service, right? Then student service class name suffix test need to be add suffix test finish annotate at class level annotate at Spring Boot test. So then take one method public Junit methods are void methods starts with test service Here method name save student. Save student like this annotate. This is a test method at a test. Control shift O. Check the import. Jupyter imports mandatory. So, private. I want to write genuine test cases for the student service. Right. Private student service. Student service. I am using inject mocks here. Inject mocks. Either you can use at auto void. Inject mocks are auto void. After that, in student service one student repo is there, right? We need to mock this. We need to mock. So at mock. So we are using mock, right? Then we need to say like we need to enable this mocking. So we need to enable this mocking. For that public void setup. B for each nothing but every test method. Every test method this will be invoked. This will be invoked. Mockito annotations dot open mocks. Here every inside Mockito every method is static method. That's why we are calling class names. Remember this initializing all mocks. This will do initialize like object creation kind of. Initializing all mocks. Initializing all mocks. So student service is right here, right? Student service dot method name. Method name is save student. We need to pass student, right? Take one private method, private return type student. So get student. So go to runner, copy this to save sometime, nothing else. So return student. So I am changing this ID 9999 CSE to ECE. Name I am not changing. This I am not changing. So here this dot get student. So let's where I am not working now this. Let's verify what will happen. It will be working. See in student service another method is there. Student repository save. It will be failed here. It will work or fail. Let's verify first. JUnit test. See this is the JUnit test case. So it is starting this Spring Boot application. Wait some time. See here, it is failed, null pointer exception. So it is failed. It is saying student dot get ID because student get ID is null. Let's do one thing. Let's command this without mocking. It is working or not. Right click, run as JUnit. So student service auto wait one class is there. So without that mocking, it is working or not. First we can verify. Then I will show how to mock. See, it is not working. Null pointer exception. Student repo dot save because student repo is null. So it is not working. So it is not working. If it is working, we are getting. Without working, it is not working. If working, then we are getting like here, we are getting null. So to resolve that, Mockito dot when we need to use in Mockito, all methods are static methods. Check here, all are static methods like this. All are static methods. All are static methods. Check in Outlook. You open any method like suppose spy open spy. This is static method. Like all are the static methods. So Mockito dot when what is expecting? Let's see. Mockito dot when. Okay. We need to pass here. this dot student repo dot then return. Here we need to pass this one student repo dot save. If this method is called, we are saying if this method, if this student repo interface is called and save method is called, then return this dot get student. So we are saying to return this. So then it will return string. We are getting actual SSNs dot. Here also SSNs, everything is a static method. Asset not null. Asset not null. Actual. Control S. Right click. Run as JUnit test case. See, let's verify this test case passing or failing. So this test case also failed, saying null pointer exception. So because save student is null. So that means here while Mockito.when don't use any like this student with values, don't use. It is allowing only this type only, right? The student object only allowing with this fixed values. Like don't use this, remove. Mention the Mockito.any student object. Mockito.any class, mention the student dot class. That means when you Mockito.when student report dot save, this means any student, if any student is called, then return. If the service method any student is called, then return this. So this means setting expectations, setting expectations. See, these are setting expectations to this mock object, right? After that, student service dot save student, right? Let's verify now. Right click, run here, JUnit test case. Here, JUnit console. So starting the Spring Boot application. Let's wait some time. See, now test case is green, so it is passed. So as of now, we are verified not null or not, right? So now it will return this message, right? Control C, string expected equal to this bit will return, right? After that 9999 is a ID. Let's check both are equal or not. We are getting same only. We are equal or not. Let's verify. Assertions dot asset equals see expected this one actual we are getting from the API, the service. So run here JUnit. Let's wait some time. See now the test case is green. So successfully run. So expected and actual are same. So this test case successfully executed, right? This is the setting expectations. We are getting the actual. This is setting expectations, right? This is the student repo we are mocking. Mocking is nothing but setting expectations. After that, actual. This is the actual test method. Test method call. This is the validating results. We are getting expected or not. Validating results. Verify mock methods calling are not. Verify mock methods. Verify mock methods here. Verify mock methods calling are not. Then you will Mockito dot verify. Verify. See, we need to pass this student repo. Student repo dot save method. Save method. We need to pass this dot get student. So we are verifying mocking method calling or not. Right click run as JN test case. If it is success, then it is calling save method internally. It is failed, then it is not calling. See where mocker right one save method student report dot save. Then we are checking that is calling or not. See we are getting. So arguments are different wanted. So we are getting the arguments are different. For that we need to add here in student add the at the right of toasting add at the right of toasting and equals and as code equals and as code. If you don't want to add these many, add directly single one at data annotation. So now check right click run as JUnit test. It is saying two different objects, right? So let's verify here JU. This is the now test case is failed. So we are successfully completed how to write JUnit test cases for Spring Boot app by using Mockito. Mockito is a testing framework, right? This code I will explain again. See, this service class we want to do JUnit test cases. For that class name, service class name, suffix add the tester. This is the first one. After that, annotate at Spring Boot tester. This is the Spring Boot project, right? So add Spring Boot tester. So we want to do JUnit test cases for the service class. For that, either use auto void or add inject mouse annotation. In service class, few of the fields are there, like auto void fields are there. This service class calling another class, right? Student repository. This interface is calling. So for that mock that need to be mock to activate mocks mockito annotation dot open mocks. You can mention this in either inside test case or like this. So if multiple test cases are there, if you are adding same in every test case, then it is like a duplicate code. So saying B for it is nothing but every test case calling B for every test method. So if you want to execute first, it is executing, right? Before executing, it will be called this. Then it will be executed. If another JUnit test method is there, then first it will be executed. Then JUnit test cases will be executed. So we have mocked one student report, right? For that we are using setting expectations. Mockito.when. So when student dot serve, when student dot save method is called, then return this object get student. So actual method call, we are calling the service class method save student, validating results. We are checking post is not null. This result is null or not. After that, we are adding one string expected something. This student saved successfully ID. So it is equal or not. We are checking here. Verify mock methods calling or not. So after that, it is really the student save student is really calling student repo or not. Verifying by using mockito.verify. This is the student repo dot save. Same we are passing. This is the student object. Thank you for watching. For more videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel.